Hello and welcome back to Uninvited. The door is currently locked. You could try to unlock the door. Yeah, by the way, we are currently at our entrance door. And if you cannot unlock it, technical note, to unlock something, make sure to apply the command use item name, and item name is probably a key, so use key. If you don't have a key, and actually we should have a key, or at least we should know where the key is, so it's a bit weird that we cannot unlock the door. Okay, let's go back. And south. Fireplace. You are at the fireplace. The flames are eating noisily on the few logs and spread warmth throughout the house. A rare pricey picture from Nibelmarian lands hangs above the fire. For a moment you think that you've got a glimpse of someone moving in that cushioned chair next to the fire. Uh-oh. Slowly, carefully, you sneak behind the chair. There you have it. Little shadows are dancing below the piece of furniture. Something obviously occupies the space between fire and chair. You raise your hand to catch the person unaware. You jump at the chair. With a loud crash, the poker rack that sits next to it goes down. Aside from that, there's nothing there. So much about the stranger that sits in front of the fire, just waiting to get caught. Oh, so there was nobody. And the only thing we saw was the poker rack, maybe? Let's look at the picture. The picture shows the image of a bone tree, said to be an apparition of the Van Laken enclave. Oh, when you look closely, you can see that the tree consists of bones and skulls, and this is like skeleton arms. And it is an apparition. In other words, it isn't always there. It appears sometimes. These trees usually appear suddenly overnight and disappear just as suddenly after some time. Their most common form is that of a tree made entirely out of human bones. Creepy. Okay, let's go west. Alcove. This little alcove harbors a large storage chest used to store all kinds of things. It is currently open. To the south, you see the stairs to the basement. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Basement in a horror game. You look into the chest and notice that someone must have recently rummaged through it. Everything lies upside down, papers are torn. There are no valuables here, or not anymore. Could it be that a thief has indeed made it in here, and if so, where is he hiding now? Wait, is there... A sound makes you turn around facing south. Yes, there was that sound again, originating probably in the cellar. Bum ba bum bum. Okay, So the thief stole the treasure, and then we saw some treasure in the north next to the attic. But somehow there's the same person or another person in the bedroom, and there's a person in the cellar. And why doesn't the thief have the treasure with him or with her? How come? Stairs to the basement. You're at the top of the stairs to the basement. A single candle lights the path down to the lower level of the building. You feel uneasy when you look down there. And then there's that strange sound of a draft that seems to be coming from below. It sounds almost desolate, as if someone's crying. Or it might just be the wind playing tricks on you. Or is it? Let's go down. Stairs to the living area. You are at the bottom of the staircase leading up to the living area. The cellar continues to the west. There is no other exit down here. If someone's in the cellar, he cannot escape. Alright. Maybe we'll catch the thief. Lock storage. Some locks are stored on the south wall, making sure that there's enough firewood for warmth and coziness once the weather gets chilly. You cannot shake a discomforting feeling, however, when you think about sitting at the fireplace while you're actually in a damp cellar pursuing an intruder. Pursuing, is that a word? Isn't it pursue? With a U? Isn't it written with a U? Nobody can hide behind these locks. You check, and indeed, nothing to worry here. Okay, so we checked the locks and nobody was there. Let's go north. Wine racks. You take another step further into the cellar, listening intently to any vague sound that might reach your ears. But everything is quiet now, dead quiet. You've reached the wine racks. Everything seems untouched. A layer of dust covers most bottles. You search the racks, hoping or fearing to finally get face to face with the wrongdoer. Nothing here. You'd fancy a mouthful of wine now, but there are more urgent matters at hand. You freeze as you hear a sudden loud noise. It takes a few moments before you realize that it was you. So there goes the bottle of winter ice, along with your attempt to get the thief off guard. It's broken. Glass lies all over the floor now. The wine spreads into all corners of the room. What a waste. Storage area. Peeking into the next part of the cellar, first you slowly push yourself forward, waiting for something to happen. But everything stays calm except for the sound of some water dripping from the ceiling. You've reached the storage area. Crates and barrels are all over the place here, and there's a tiny window on the east side of the room through which you can hear muffled voices. Oh, voices are interesting. You press your ear against the window. Someone seems to be talking excitedly out there. You have difficulties to understand, but as you listen closely, you get some fragments of a conversation. "If I tell you, Captain," you notice a man's voice trembling. "It cannot be undone now," he's whining. He says more, but the rest is unintelligible.